Hi, everyone. Thankful to have you. Thankful it's Friday as well. It's also the very last day. We just got hours left in January of 2020. It's the 31st. Thank you for being here. You're going to be thankful as well for your weekend forecast, the latter half at least. No cold air in sight still. And in fact, we're still pushing the 60s for a few days, but we're also going to see shower chances push in as well. We'll have that. We'll have a burglary arrest in Johnson County, a little bit out of the norm. The investigation is still ongoing. We'll sit down with the wards as a lot of watch parties were taking place all over McGoffin County last night for Family Feud, and more to take place next week. We'll hear about their experience on the Family Feud with Steve Harvey and much more. And we've got an update on the flu to pass along to you on a serious note tonight. Before I leave you as well. Actually, we'll get that together. While I do, enjoy a few words from a few of our sponsors. Let them know you're watching every chance you get. Headlines start next. At Sagersville National Bank, they know your house is much more than your home. It's an investment, and for many of us, the biggest we'll ever make. And whether it's for needed repairs and maintenance, or a new addition or renovation to give you some more room and more equity, let Sagersville National Bank deal with all the financial work and worry. Real and real competitive, hometown, homegrown, home improvement loans at Sagersville National. We have finally done it. After years and years of extensive testing, we not only invented the chicken sandwich, we have perfected the chicken sandwich. Come and try it and love it with a big, famous dipped breast strip, pickles and mayonnaise, or however you like it fixed. And if you like, make it a double. Just make your way to Lee's to get it and grab a cookie while you're there. At your Sagersville Lee's famous recipe, where even our ice is famous. Tomahawk Feed and Farm Supply, the region's largest inventory and lowest prices on feed for pets and livestock. And now they have Bernie, gear so warm you'll think it's summer, shirts and outerwear, overalls and more for gentlemen and ladies. And Tomahawk always has the best prices on pickup and delivery of gravel and rock that's dense grade all the way up to big class 3 and drain pipe 4 inches all the way up to 72 inches. Tomahawk Feed and Farm Supply in Sagersville at red light number 4. You know what's just around the corner? Valentine's Day, and for a very limited time, while they're getting ready for Valentine's Day, you can come in and get 50%, that's half off select home decor and 50% off women's winter clothing at Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop. It's a must-see sale at the Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville for a limited time. Half off women's winter clothing and home decor while it lasts. The Seasonal Shop. Come by or call 349-3223. Don't drive or let your family drive in this or this before doing this. Stopping at Conley Tire in Staffordsville for brakes, oil, alignment, and of course, tires. Thousands of tires in stock every day to fit anything with 6 months no interest financing and over 33 years of quality service with a smile. Conley Tire in Staffordsville.
At work, we do a lot of live shows with crowds. I used to sit up there and not really know who was looking at me. I was finally tired of contacts and glasses, tired of paying for contacts, and I just decided I need to get these eyes fixed. Able Eyes was great. If someone asked me if they should get LASIK, I would absolutely recommend it. At first, like many people, I'm hesitant, but after going to Able Eyes and they walk me through it, I know that it's a quick and painless process, and I recommend going to Able Eyes. They were the best.
Right now, you can take advantage of their lowest prices of the year at $1,800 per eye.
Johnson County Sheriff's Department is continuing an investigation into a burglary, and not your normal burglary. Burglaries most often consider of small items taken from a home or business, sometimes larger items as well, TVs and the like. Power tools quite common. But in this case, it appears as though everything and maybe even the kitchen sink were burglarized out of a Johnson County home. Right now, one Johnson County woman has been arrested. Another man, at least one and possibly others, is being sought after in regards to well more than $10,000 of vandalism and theft. And when we say practically everything, we mean practically everything. I reached out to Johnson County Sheriff Doug Saylor earlier today and have been unable to make contact with him to find out more details, but it appears as though two people, one identified as Charlotte K. Ward, seen here, 43 of Tudor Key, the other identified in a complaint warrant as Anthony Sean Hall, are accused of going into a residence in Johnson County and literally vandalizing and stealing everything that they could literally take out of the house. Furniture, appliances, home interior, other household items. It's already added up to $10,000, and the numbers keep continuing to climb in regards to the damages and theft of items. There's also possibly some attempted arson charges to be added to this case, as well as some of the items were set on fire at some point, possibly when one or both of these accused returned to the residence. It's still under investigation, and we're still trying to gather more details, but certainly a rather peculiar and very large-scale burglary of a Johnson County residence. Our top and certainly most entertaining story is yet to come. We'll get there in just a few moments. Right now, a quick update on the flu. Of course, classes in McGoffin, Johnson, Paintsville, other school districts in the area forced to call off as of late due to very low attendance levels. Everyone's going to pick back up on Monday in hopes that that time off has helped the illness slow down. As far as the flu itself is concerned, it's not slowed down, and in fact the latest update just out today from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says that flu activity is high across the United States and is expected to continue through the month of February. By the numbers, 173.3 million doses of flu vaccine have been administered. Right now, from all of the tests that are being done for the flu, 28% across the nation are coming back positive. Yeah, flu activity is high across the United States, as indicated by the red, as this shows you pretty much is the majority of the nation. And right now, flu deaths so far have now eclipsed the 10,000 point, according to the CDC. And as far as children are concerned, 64 have died from influenza-related illnesses. And that is another 10 from the same time just a week ago. 19.5 million people have been sickened by the flu thus far, and over 175,000 have been hospitalized. And as always, flu shots are still recommended at this time of year and recommended for everyone 6 months of age or older. Here's Friday's brief community calendar brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau, and it starts with a very important reminder for anyone out there wanting to get some job training or maybe their GED or maybe some classes here locally. This reminder comes from just across the way over at the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center, where in the rear of the building, the Big Sandy Community and Technical College System will be having registration for English 101 classes. You can register next Tuesday, 3:30 till 6:30, and financial aid is available to those who qualify. And if you need your GED, come meet with Skills U, where you can get your GED, prepare for college, and get training, earn job-related certifications, increase employability skills, and much, much more. Call or come by. The phone is 349-4433. And use our calendar anytime you have an announcement, birthday, or anniversary. 2 funeral service announcements this evening. The first on behalf of 70-year-old Barry Owens of Royalton, who passed away on the 29th, survived by his wife Shirley and daughters Melissa Fox, Misty Lou Vanderkay, and Jennifer K. Miller. Visitation is the rest of this evening, and services will start tomorrow afternoon at 1 from the Sagersville Funeral Home. And Fayetta Bailey, 85, of D. Porter Road, passed away on the 29th. She is survived by sons Barry Leo and Tony Chris Minix. Visitation is the rest of the evening. It continues all day tomorrow, and services will begin Sunday afternoon at 2 from the Tip Top United Baptist Church. It can be one of the hardest parts of being a parent. You can beg them, bribe them, hold them down and try to force them, and sometimes you still can't get them to take their medicine. Well, problem solved at Parkway Pharmacy with Flavor X. Let your kids customize their medicine with some of the best flavors that really do taste great, and it's totally free with your child's prescription at Parkway Pharmacy. So stop the suffering, theirs and yours, for free, and get your Flavor X flavored medicines at Parkway Pharmacy in Salyersville.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
From brakes, exhaust, suspension, fluid changes, to expert collision and auto body, to turning your 4x4 or diesel from mild to wild, get real auto maintenance, paint, and repair at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Salyersville. 349-8785.
Appalachian Wireless wants to know if you're tired of settling for a phone you didn't really want because it was more about the cost of the device rather than the phone you really wanted. Well, Appalachian Wireless has the solution, and it's called the Appalachian Advantage. With Advantage, every phone model is back on the table because you only have to pay the taxes on the device you really want. Many of our hottest smartphones are less than $50 up front, then a few extra dollars on your monthly bill. With Appalachian Advantage. Payment agreement is required. See store for complete details.
SSI and disability cases are harder to win these days. You need all the help you can get. If the government has turned you down, I will not. Many factors are considered when a claim is being processed, like your age, education, physical, and mental disabling conditions. When it comes time to winning your disability case, you should not face a federal judge alone. You need an attorney who is experienced, determined, hardworking, knowledgeable, and dedicated to helping you win benefits that you deserve. If you need help with your SSI or disability case, call me, Donald Wayne McFarland, and let me go to work for you.
Has Logan Corporation got a deal for you? So the next time you need one, you have one. The fact is that Logan is manufacturing so many dump bodies that they're closing out forever their stock on brand new Honda generators and water pumps. They've got over 50 brand new units in the box with the factory warranty on sale right now at prices you can't find anywhere. 2-inch pumps, $300 and $400 off. 3-inch pumps, 4-inch water pumps, trash pumps, Honda generators, the quiet portable EU series and the 1,000 and 2,000 watt models, hundreds of dollars off. You can get an EU 1,000 25-pound generator for $642. Save almost $1,000 on their big EB 6500 generator. With many more models available, all at prices lower than anywhere you're going to find online or elsewhere. Guaranteed. At Logan Corporation, while they last. Right now, for pennies on the dollar, a huge selection of like-new laptop computers, a fresh stock of video games, the Cadillac of dog tracking and training systems, new hunting rifles, accessories, and ammo. And they always stock, buy, sell, and pawn gold and silver coins and jewelry with a new selection just in at Parkway Gun and Pawn in Salyersville, 349 Pawn. Well, as we told you last night was the airing for the first round of the Family Feud, where the local family, the Wards, were showcased. Of course, we have our Montgomery County Circuit Clerk, Tanya Ward, her husband Randy, their 3 kids, 2 of which were at the watch party that we got to go and sit in on for a little bit last night. On the show, Dr. Heather Oliver, Heath Ward, not able to make it from New York. Heath is doing his residency in internal medicine at the Mount Sinai Hospital in New York and is living in Manhattan at the time. There was a little FaceTime that took place, I believe, last night as well. Holly Ward Toy was there last night, and I got to speak with them during and after the watch party in which I was invited. They gathered a lot of friends and family at the local Mexican restaurant, Mi Hacienda, where we got to take in the Family Feud, where we'll get to take a look tonight at some of the clips that were most entertaining therefrom, with the Wards telling us that they're making another return on the show next week. They also say that, yeah, it's much different than playing a game on the couch. That 3 seconds goes by very quickly. You never really even know what you're going to say, and sometimes, as they were watching the show, kind of forgotten some of the answers that they had given, but not all of them.
Trying.
Oh, everybody.
Yeah,
we
Disney
tell every
trying.
family.
Yeah, it was so
I
much
know.
fun.
Is going. It was just fun just to try out.
Yeah, the auditions
Oh,
were just, I mean,
auditions.
not just as fun as actually doing the show, but they were so much fun.
And you get to play around, and it's free, and anyone can go do it. So you
Yeah,
play
you just
against
sign
another
up.
family. It's not Steve Harvey, but you get to play around,
The
and
game
they
is
film
fun.
you, and the whole thing was fun. And we would suggest, we're already talking about, we asked them when we were over, we said, when can we come back? And they said 10 years, and we said, we will be
see you
here.
then. They
We
said,
will be
"We'll
here.
see
So they said, okay, sounds good.
Top 7 answers on the board, fellas. Here we go. Name something you worry that Grandpa might blow all his money on so you don't get nothing.
And while the whole show was entertaining and fun to watch, that one moment right there as it just began was instantly known as one that was going to be viral for the second best answer.
Hooker.
A hooker.
What was the most fun or best answer?
Probably Dad, especially because we don't know how that's going to play out. We don't know what he's going to say, and then he ended up giving a good answer that we all liked and was funny.
The producer ran up to us afterwards and said, "That's going to be on YouTube. That's one of those moments that's going to be viral." So be on the lookout for it.
If a farmer's wife made him sleep in the barn, what animal might he snuggle up with?
A dog.
Gonna take his dog out there. Number 6. Let's just go to question.
We loved it. We got there and it filmed in the same studio as The Voice, so we saw all the Voice stuff, all their dresses and all that was cool, and then also The Good Place. So we get to see all that stuff, and then we get there and they just talked to us and they were so nice and they just hyped us up, and we just had a blast. We had so much fun. The adrenaline was just pumping and we had an awesome time.
Name something you worry that Grandpa might blow all his money on so you get nothing.
Grandma.
On Grandma.
Yeah, Grandma didn't make the list, and the Wards, as much fun as they had, didn't make it to the final round, but they did make a second appearance that we'll see next week.
So yeah, they really liked us. We were a little sad, obviously, that even though it was fun, we wanted to win, but that was okay. And then after that show, the producer came up to us immediately and was like, so, she was like, we're bringing you back. And we're like, what? What do you mean? Like, we were all in shock, and she said, yeah, we're bringing you back. We're bringing you back. We liked you all. We're bringing you back tomorrow. So they liked us, and we got to come back the next day and film again. So we thought that our show was over, and instead we got to come back the next day. And so we'll be on a brand new show with a whole new family next week.
And the Wards all tell me that the show was just really a part of it. Steve Harvey is just as big or bigger in life as what one might imagine. And they got to spend some serious time with him off camera that they too described as priceless.
Hour and a half of Steve Harvey comedy show.
Yeah, it doesn't even show most of the stuff. He would step over and talk to the audience and just give inspiration and just make everybody laugh and tell stories about his life. And we talked about that wasn't on the show because obviously it's not that long. It talked about like where he's also from West Virginia and like the mountains and just some similarities that we had that you wouldn't think that we had because it's Steve Harvey, but we did. And we're appreciative of everybody here is being very supportive and wanting everyone to watch it. And we're on next week too. So
Yes. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you so much.
Thanks for
We
watching.
had so much fun.
A hooker.
And the Wards say that their second appearance, they were a little more comfortable. They had a little more fun. They got to be on the show a little longer, and they're looking even more forward to that, as are we. That will be, of course, next Thursday night. Same times, same channels as was last night. I'm going to have your Licking Valley RCC forecast for you tonight, in which we've got more of the same. A soggy start to your weekend. Scattered shower chances will continue into your tomorrow. Pretty nice Sunday in store, and still no winter weather in store in the forecast. With that in mind, more of those very light and scattered showers that we've been seeing the latter afternoon and early evening hours, just enough to kind of make things a little wet and a little slick out there. Keep that in mind. I mean, we're talking about maybe seeing 1/10 of an inch of additional rainfall tonight, so nothing that great, but a 50% chance of showers. Look for some patchy fog to add to that, though, rolling in around 2 or 3 in the a.m. Otherwise, cloudy and a calm wind tonight. For your Saturday, more clouds, more showers. Right now, about a 30% chance, and that's kind of a narrow window from 9 in the morning to maybe 12 or 1 in the afternoon at the latest, I think. So very little rain to be seen tomorrow, but it's going to be cloudy and it's going to be dreary and gray again with 45 degrees for your daytime high on Saturday. Mostly cloudy skies Saturday night and a low of 34 tomorrow night as well. Calm winds will start to pick up maybe 5 miles an hour or so after midnight. You might even see some gusts upwards of 15 to 18 around that time frame as well. The bright spot in your forecast and for your weekend is certainly Sunday. Partly sunny, gradually becoming sunny, and 55 pretty mild degrees. A westerly wind, 5 to 9 on average, maybe 25, 28 miles per hour gusting at times, so it's going to be a bit breezy, but it's going to be sunny and dry and right around the mid-50s. Clear skies Sunday night, upper 30s for nighttime lows. And if you like the 50s, you're going to love the 60s at the first of next week. Monday, mostly sunny and 62. Then Monday night is our next chance of rain to the tune of 50%, like after midnight or so, and a low of 49. And there you're looking at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week, filled with clouds and showers. Rain likely on Tuesday, still holding on to the 60s. Still holding on to the 60s Wednesday, as well as holding on to the clouds and likely rain showers. Thursday, we take a hit temperature-wise. We'll go back down to the mid-40s, lower 40s by Friday. Still holding on to mostly cloudy skies and some rain chances, and still holding out hopes that maybe many of you that winter may not be making a return. Well, it's not in your forecast. That's not to say it isn't sometime thereafter. More on that next week. It's going to wrap it up for tonight. We hope you have a wonderful, safe, and productive weekend, or not, depending on what you choose to do. And we hope to see you back here next week for more of Your News Today, February, when I see you next time. Good night.